For Kelowna's corporate community to say 2020 was a unique challenge would be an understatement. Businesses and organizations were challenged to find innovative ways to modify their operations to ensure public safety. As local businesses struggled with shutdowns and layoffs, it was more important than ever for the community to come together. And they did. Even amidst the challenge of 2020, local businesses stepped up to support the community. Here are our finalists for the Corporate Community of the Year Award. Peters, Your Independent Grocer. Peters, Your Independent Grocer is a business that cares about community. In 2020, their role was crucial as grocery stores became an essential service. They organized specific shopping hours for elderly and vulnerable shoppers, ensured staff were available for translation services, arranged delivery service to local farms, and so much more. RBC Kelowna. In 2020, RBC Kelowna donated over $250,000 to 9 local charity programs, sponsored 13 local events, and volunteered over 100 hours at 10 charity and in-branch events. They are also longtime supporters of the United Way, donating directly to programs through donations and employee payroll deductions to support our local community. Total Restoration. Total Restoration is a local family business dedicated to supporting the community they serve. They sponsor multiple sporting teams in Kelowna, and their staff volunteer at numerous fundraisers and community events that benefit local charities. 2020 was no exception, as they ran multiple fundraising initiatives to give back despite the challenging year. Volunteer organizations bravely faced additional pressures in 2020 while still supporting the base needs of the community. Organizations still needed to deliver goods and services that Kelowna residents rely on. These organizations were still able to safely serve and connect with our community with more passion than ever. Here are our finalists for the Volunteer Organization of the Year Award. Central Okanagan Region Nutrition Society, Meals on Wheels. The Central Okanagan Region Nutrition Society's Meals on Wheels program had a vital role in 2020, with demand increasing over 70% as the pandemic kept even more residents at home. Volunteers went above and beyond meeting this demand, ensuring clients were safe and cared for, while ensuring our community members had food on their table during their time of need. Elizabeth Fry Society. In 2020, rates of domestic violence increased by up to 30%, and the Elizabeth Fry Society kicked into high gear, running campaigns to support victims in our community. They provided cell phones to survivors who needed access to technology, grew their Christmas hamper campaign, and took on countless additional tasks to ensure those who were most vulnerable were cared for at all times. Kiwanis Club of Kelowna. In 2020, with numerous fundraising events canceled due to the pandemic, the Kiwanis Club stepped up to support over 15 local nonprofits and charities with grants of over $350,000. Their dedication to local charitable groups during COVID-19, along with their many legacy projects, will support our community today and into the future. 2020 was an unprecedented year for every sector in our community. However, when it comes to the environment, the pandemic and restrictions did create some short-term positives. We saw declines in air and water pollution. Roads were quieter, and with a renewed desire to head outdoors for fresh air came a new appreciation for the environment and nature around us. And behind the scenes, the ongoing efforts of community members to protect our environment certainly did not stop. Here are our Champion for the Environment finalists for 2020. Anna Warwick Sears. Anna has changed the way people think about water in the Okanagan Valley. She has been at the helm of the Okanagan Basin Water Board for almost 15 years, and over that time has faced floods, drought, invasive mussels, and many other challenges. And in 2020, her efforts helped to keep water top of mind during a global health crisis. Columbia Bottle Depots. Columbia Bottle Depots is making change one recycled item at a time. After most bottle depots closed during the pandemic, they managed to stay open to provide full-time work to 50 employees, provide residents with a location for increased recycling needs, and help to give funds to some of Kelowna's most vulnerable, raising over $50,000 for local nonprofits. UBC Okanagan. UBC Okanagan is working hard to advance their role in environmental leadership. By improving building energy and efficiency on campus, they reduced their absolute greenhouse gas emissions by 33% last year. UBCO was home to numerous environmentally friendly initiatives in 2020, including the award-winning Skeena Residence, featuring innovative low-carbon building design. Congratulations to all the finalists.